Darkness is your ally. You merely adopted the dark. Shadows betray you because they belong to me.
We Day. Everyone, welcome back to Jersey Boy Reviews and the Villains We Trust. My name is Julian, and I am your host. And today, we're going to be talking about this W that we got today versus the Bengals, who everybody thought we was going to lose to. Ha! Egg on your face. Let's get right down to it with the good, the bad, and the ugly. Let's start off with the good. We got the W. Mitch stayed calm in the pocket and found a way to win when we needed it the most. Pass protection was okay. O-line didn't kill us, but the offense as a whole played pretty clean. Not a lot of mistakes or flags. Only allowed the one sack. So that's a vast improvement over what we saw in the preseason with all the penalties and misassignments and this, that, and the third. We had no fumbles, no INTs. From what I can remember, the game is still kind of fresh in my mind. Now, I do believe, this isn't a popular opinion, but I do believe that the O-line is getting better. I hope we'll know what they're all about by week 6 or so. If I had to grade them today, I'd be teetering between a D+ to a C-. It takes a long time for the O-line to build chemistry, so I'll give them until week 6, and we'll go from there. Matt Canada will need more trick plays because really the only way we're able to produce any offense or move the ball was with trick plays. So we're going to need some more jet sweeps, runs to the outside. Hey, that double reverse and pass to Pat Fryer move was amazing. And then it was that jet sweep to Chase Claypool. So Matt Canada is going to have to be a little bit more creative until this O-line can gel. Oh, and that one-handed catch by Deontay Johnson, spectacular. I didn't even know Deontay could get up that high. Jeez, what a catch. Defense. What a way to open up the game with a sack by Cam Hayward and then a beautiful pick 6 by Minkah Magic. Guys, I really think that Minkah played at Defensive Player of the Year level. This was his best showing as a Steeler, in my humble opinion. TJ had that back-to-back play. TJ, with the back-to-back plays, he pretty much planted Joe Mixon because they left him unguarded, and he was able to run in there and just planted the guy, just cemented him to the floor. And then the very next play, boom, INT. Devin Bush is improving, guys. Devin Bush is getting up there. I'll also give him to week 6. I really do think and I hope that he'll be back to rookie form by that time. The defense was just unbelievable. It was a masterclass on play calling and player execution. I think this was Minkah's best game as a Steeler. He definitely played as DPOY caliber today. What an amazing performance. Implementing the 3 safety sets and with the much improved run defense, Minkah's finally able to go back and roam the field and just do Minkah magic. He said, screw ESPN's top 100. I am he. He is I. The dude was unstoppable today. He scored on defense, made plenty of stops throughout the entire game. Also made a special teams play as well, too. This guy was just playing with his hair on fire today. He was amazing. He played at DPOY levels today. Another one that was playing out of his mind today was Alex Highsmith. He is legitimately looking like a problem for the opposing teams. He had 6 solo tackles, 3 sacks, and 2 tackles for losses. Their defense was feasting out there today. 7 sacks, 4 INTs. It was just magical. I love to see it, and hopefully the offense can catch up to them quickly. And with the number of injuries to the defense, our depth got tested today, and the boys pulled it out. They were running through people, stopping plays, batting passes down. It was a masterclass in defense. But not everything can be good, so let's move on to the bad. The preliminary box score says that the opposing team had the ball for about 45 minutes and 45 seconds. That is terrible. That means that our offense just can't sustain a drive at all. One bad for the defense is they have to clean up those penalties. We got a few of them throughout the entire game, so defense has to clean up those penalties. Could have gotten off the field a few times if we had played a clean game. The refs, they were terrible. The O-line for the Bengals were pretty much holding on for dear life because that pass rush was coming after Joe, and they were looking to destroy him. But hey, it's still illegal to hold defensive players, and the Bengals got away with a few of them. One of the ones they got away with was that Minka got that unnecessary roughness late in the fourth quarter with 9 seconds to go. And I'm not saying this just because I'm a Steelers fan. I did watch the Giants game, and I also did watch the Ravens game as well. You got to keep tabs on the enemies. These refs are not making it easy on defenders nowadays. It's pass interference this, unnecessary roughness there. You said something mean to the quarterback. The rules are so skewed to the offense that it is just nauseating, really. Let's move on to the ugly. The offense, as of right now, everyone knows that the offense is the team's bottleneck at the moment. They are pretty much holding everybody back. They're holding everything back. They're making the defense have to play out of their mind. They're making the special teams have to play out of their mind as well. They're making the play calling a bit more exotic just because we can't do it the normal way with run pass options. So the offense, and primarily 95% of it is the offensive lines. They just have to be able to sustain drives and keep our elite defense off the field. Keep them resting, keep them fresh and explosive. I might have mentioned this before, but the time of possession for our offense is only 26 minutes and 17 seconds to the Bengals 43 minutes and 43 seconds. The Bengals pretty much had the ball the entire game, and we just made the necessary plays to pull the win. But we can't sustain this form of play for a 17-game season. There's just no way we can do that. The run aspect of the offense is pretty much non-existent. I think we totaled about 75 yards, and 36 of those were from a jet sweep from Chase Claypool. Yeah, let that sink in. 36 yards of the 75 came from our wide receiver. O-line has to get better. They have to be violent. They have to knock people off the line, knock them back, pancake them, create gaps for Najee, for Jalen. We have to get better in this aspect, even just to get to league average. We're not asking them to be above and beyond elite. We just need them to be average. If they can just get to average, this offense will be dangerous. Guys, look, Cincy has the same issue as us, and it's probably even worse. Cincy's O-line is terrible, but hey, they stick with the run, and look what they totaled. They totaled about 133 yards on the ground. And I'm pretty much on the fence with this subject because you do have to stick with the run to make it work. One of those runs is going to break free, and you're going to be able to go for a long one. But once the time starts to expire and the pressure is on the Steelers, they usually abandon the run. I don't know if by week 6 or 7, if we can't establish the run, then what do? Do we keep abandoning the run and just go pass heavy and, hey, bombs away? If the offensive line can't establish the run, then we just have to get better at pass blocking. We had a total of 192 to Cincy's 299. So something with this offensive line has to give. Either get great at pass block or incorporate the run so that we can have a more balanced offense and more ways to beat teams than just the one. We just can't move the ball, and that is a huge issue. We can't keep relying on the defense and special teams and the coaches to bark out exotic plays to keep bailing the offense out. From what I see, the no huddle or the hurry up seems to be the best way to get the offense going. So hopefully the coaches saw that as well, and they can plan accordingly and incorporate more of the no huddle offense. That seems to keep defenses on their heels. So that might just be the way for us to get this offense gelling. Another of the bad is that TJ seems to be out for the season. Najee has re-injured his foot. Levi Wallace has an ankle injury. Robert Spillane with an eye injury. DeMarvin Leal had a back injury. I know Alex Highsmith was injured in the game, but I don't know if he returned or not. So crossing our fingers, and hopefully we can get most of these guys back by next week. TJ Watt is just different news. From some preliminary news right now, TJ Watt was seen walking around in the locker room, shaking hands, walking. I believe he also had a press conference. There is hope in the locker room. The Steelers do think that it could just be a partial tear of the pectoral muscle. So with that injury, it's about 4 to 6 weeks. And hopefully on Monday, it's confirmed. Hey, it's just a partial tear. Dude is going to be back by week 6 or 7. Here's all of Steelers Nation crossing our fingers for that. I think with the amount of talent and some of these guys coming back, and DeMonte Casey is planning on coming back pretty soon as well too. Hopefully we can wait until TJ gets here, and once TJ gets here, this defense will be elite once more. But until then, here's all of Steelers Nation hoping for a speedy recovery to all of our guys. Najee's injury doesn't seem to be as bad as originally thought. So he might just be out for a week or two. But hey, guys, we got the win, and that's all that matters. Even though these injuries did mount up in the end, it's still a W in the book. We beat Cincy in their house. So it feels good to win. And finally, football is back. But Steelers football. So if you guys like anything you heard here today, please remember to comment, like, subscribe, and share. It'll really help me out, and I would greatly appreciate it. So until next time, guys, my name is Julian, Jersey Boy Reviews. Come on, TJ. Come back to us. We ride.
I will fulfill our destiny. Nothing will stand in our way. I will finish what you started. I'll show them the power of the darkness.